Alright, perfect, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of what I hope is going to be a long-running series. Now, unfortunately, we had some glitches with the first video. It turns out that the screen capture program I was using just kind of sucked. So, it actually, although I did love the audio recording on the first one, we're gonna redo this, and I'm gonna basically reiterate myself. Which is fine, because frankly, I like my voice, and who wouldn't? So, here we go. We're going to be starting on Thrall's vision, the journey, the prophecy. No, we're going to skip the cinematics and go right into the tutorial, because this first episode is essentially going to be a tutorial of what my channel's about. And I figured, why not do a bit of meta in that? A tutorial while playing a tutorial. So, I'm going to press any key to continue. Excellent! And what we see here is Thrall's just had a vision of a catastrophic future that he would like to avoid. Now, this weird bird prophet thing is gonna lead him along. So while he does that, you can read the text or listen to my voice. So what this channel's gonna focus on is Let's Plays at first. I kept trying to think of really cool stuff to do, and I realized I was getting ahead of myself. I should just start uploading things and see if you all even like hearing me talk. Which, I don't know. I don't most of the time, but maybe you will. Alright, so let's start off following Thrall. Now, the narrator's going to tell me to go ahead and just bring Thrall in the general direction of wood. As you can see, these big wooden posts, which Thrall's a fan of. I'm not sure that says anything about Thrall's sexuality, although he is following big wooden posts to get more men. Oh god, that's awkward. Okay, so what we're going to be doing on this channel is Let's Plays at first, with some occasional features every week, I hope. Now, what I want to do is Warhammer 40k Space Marine online multiplayer play, because I think it gets a bad rap. It's a lot of fun, and there's few things more satisfying than seeing one of those jetpack jerks flying at you, about to go all gung-ho with his hammer, and you just throw a grenade on the ground, roll away, and watch him blow up. And he doesn't even know what happened, because he's incapable of learning, so he assumes everyone is too. Big jerks. God, I hate them. Who doesn't? Everyone knows that player. That guy who just uses the noob tube, the whatever the easiest weapon is in the game, and he thinks he's awesome. No, I might be getting ahead of myself here, because my favorite weapon is the melt-a-gun, which is essentially a big plasma shotgun, and it one-shots everything. You just gotta let him get close to you, and then boom, it's over. By the way, I'm attacking my own guy! I'm breaking these huts because there's occasionally free items in there, and I don't remember where they are. I've played this game on normal, and I loved it. I was really interested in the storyline, but I thought if I'm going to do a Let's Play, let's do it on hard, so you guys can watch me get my butt kicked. Which is going to happen, I'm not going to lie. Some of these levels are really hard. And I suspect somewhere in the Undead campaign, you're going to see me banging my head against a wall. So, like I said, we're going to be doing Warhammer. We're going to be doing Warcraft 3 because of the excellent storyline. Also, Baldur's Gate because of the phenomenal writing. Neverwinter Nights as well is a really fun game. And I don't think a Let's Play spoils that game, since it's mostly dependent on your class. For example, if you're playing a roguelike character, you're going to... Oh, I forgot to pick Chain Lightning. If you're going to be playing a roguelike character, your actions are going to be completely different than if you're playing like a gung-ho Conan the Barbarian kind of guy. You know, he's going to break down the door, you're going to pick the lock, or you're going to go pickpocket some guy who has the key that you need. So we'll be doing that. Baldur's Gate, just because Minsk and Bull are one. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's just the most beautiful pairing in any video game you'll ever see. It's this big bald ranger guy who really should be a barbarian, but no, he is one with the forest, and he has a... I'm not kidding, in his inventory he has a hamster that you can't get rid of. Everyone has 3 spots for quick items, and his is filled up with a hamster, because it's a miniature giant space hamster. This is canon. Let's not forget that. Anyway, We've got Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights. StarCraft 2 might be too cinematic of a game. There's so many cutscenes, but they do have a few branching paths in that game. It might be fun to explore them for those of you who just blasted through it. Or people who are just fans of the multiplayer scene and have never watched someone struggle their way through hard mode. They're not kidding. Or maybe I might try Brutal. If you guys really want to see me get my butt kicked, we'll do Brutal. Okay, I'm just running around. There's always extras in Blizzard's maps, like this free potion I got, and this out-of-the-way rock golem. Poor guy, he's just... Oh, and he's got a wife! I don't know. I don't know what her/his name is. Could be his husband. I'm not judging. His name is Susan, and he'd like you to respect his life choices. Is there one more? It's there. It's a family. Oh, or some kind of weird 3-person relationship. I'm in no place to judge. And he crumbles to dust. And it looks like they even added on an extra room. They were planning to expand their family, and I murdered them. The father was in the foyer, just hanging out, and I killed him and the wife and other wife/possible child. Which rock golems are a mystery. Alright, so from here on, I'm just going to sort of be playing the game, goofing off. No, that's right. I wanted to talk about the special feature. Every week, I want to upload at least one game of a custom game called Azeroth Wars. Now, Azeroth Wars is very interesting in that it's a custom game that starts out right about where I am in the campaign right now. It involves 12 players. Please don't kill my grunt. I know it doesn't really matter, but he's part of the Horde. For the Horde! And he shouldn't die like that. That'd be a rather sad ending for him. God, trolls are real. Maybe I should be using my spells instead of being a noob. Okay, Azeroth Wars starts about right where I am, and it's 12 players, and each person plays an important faction within the World of Warcraft. So you're going to see one player playing the Orcs, and another player plays the Trolls and Tauren, the Night Elves, the Sentinels, the Druids. You're going to have the Undead. I'm just going to list them all off. The Undead, the Demons, the Fell Orcs, Arathor and the Dwarves are allied, Lordaeron, Dalaran, and the High Elves are all allied. And the game just gets crazy because sometimes you have someone who doesn't want to play in the rules. They decide, well, I know that the Horde went to Kalimdor. Spoilers, the Horde goes to Kalimdor, and, you know, they meet up with the Tauren and the Trolls, and they're buddies, and they found Durtar. But sometimes you get a guy who's like, oh my god, I'm the Horde, so I'm gonna ally with the Fell Horde, which turns the Horde guys into bad orcs, and they just start tearing up Northern Lordaeron, and it just throws the game into disarray. It doesn't have to play out the way it did in the lore, and people go crazy. And oh, it's the Prophet, and he knows many things. Hey, look at that. He's a young war. About you and your people, my identity at this time is unimportant. What is important is that you rally your people and leave these shores. Leave. What is this all about? Human. Human. I left my humanity behind long ago. Spoilers, people. The Prophet's someone who was human and might have not become, or might have been killed by humans, or might be an important lore figure that many of you might not care at all who this guy is, but he's pretty cool. And most of the game he gets ignored. Like, he's just running around like a homeless dude trying to talk to people about the end of the world. I mean, we all just got done with that, did we not? Goddamn Mayan! He's Mayan! Headcanon, he's Mayan. Anyway, so in that game it gets a little crazy, and they're very long games, as you can imagine, with 12 players. It's a control point based system where you take over an area, and then every minute you get a certain amount of income based on how many areas you control. So it's very hectic in the very beginning. You're running around killing creeps, trying to get as much money as you can for units, and you know you're going to be invaded at any minute, and it could be one of any 6 players, and you don't know where it's coming from. So those games offer a great deal of replayability, and it'll be very fun to film. Now, what I'm going to do here is finish up this map and chat on and off about our Azeroth Wars. Oh god, it's been 3 days. Thrall's impatient. Oh yeah, you're probably making a huge mistake by trusting him. Alright, so we've got the grunt here telling him that Hellscream isn't going to show up on time, because he likes to be fashionably late. So, yeah. I just want to thank everyone at this point for showing up and listening to me ramble on for a little bit. Oh god, there are literally... Okay, I don't get this. The peons have to go into that gold mine, but right there you can see the gold is sitting outside. There are piles of gold. And he's just going to run in... Oh, he's not going to run in until I tell him to. Alright, excellent. Now, where did our... Did that grunt just piss off after... I need help! You just told me Hellscream's in trouble! Oh god, it takes so long to mine gold. I'm going to look around here, look for some secret spots, maybe find some, maybe not, you know. Alright, so Azeroth Wars. I'm going to do a weekly feature. I'm going to start out by playing my own games, recording them, and cutting them up into 30-minute videos, so that hopefully they're more manageable, and it'll only be a once-a-week thing, so I'm not just going to inundate you guys with huge, long videos. Oh, they gave me extra peons! Awesome! I need extra... Yeah, okay, the gold's right there. Awesome. Alright. Now... Zigzag. God, orc voices are awesome. They all sound like they've been smoking since childhood. Alright, we're gonna explode. Oh, a couple gnolls. Excellent. Oh, God. No, you're too far for chain lightning. Come here, come here, come here. I love you. Oh, what the... How is that Gnoll Poacher not an organic unit? No, your buddy is immune to chain lightning, apparently. Are you aware of who you're hanging out with? You're hanging out with shady characters. Seriously, that's kind of weird. Guys, I figured it out. Next expansion for World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft and the World of Warcraft. God, words so good. World of Warcraft and the Clockwork Gnome. Oh, that is the... Oh, God, what did it... Eat it! Eat a big chain lightning D! Oh, Thrall, you're so beat up and damaged. Meanwhile, I'm completely ignoring my economy because I'm talking to you guys. See, this is... Oh, this is why I shouldn't play on hard, because I know the game's at least moderately difficult. And I'm gonna forget to do everything while I'm talking to you guys. Oh, God, I'm so embarrassed. I gotta run away already. You know what, Thrall, I think you don't keep these items between the next campaign, so you're just a tutorial. Bite me. Alright, so we have to get some burrows up, we have to get some barracks up, we're gonna get our barracksing, our war mills milling. Gotta get them by the trees so that we're as efficient as possible. And you eat a big chain lightning dick. Alright, set up our Q points, go back to our base, and start making more peons. Anywho, so Azeroth Wars promises to be at least moderately entertaining. And I hope to do it weekly and eventually get enough people to send me in videos. I want to rekindle interest in this custom map because it's phenomenal and it doesn't get enough attention. In my own opinion, I think games like Dota stole attention from it. And God, Dota just spawned its own hell of spin-offs, didn't it? I think you've all heard of League of Legends and Heroes of Myth Earth and whatever else they're coming up with. Okay, I think we have enough gold, not enough peons building stuff. Alright, that's more burrow. What do you mean we need more lumber? Bite me. Alright, well, we're gonna pop a couple grunts out of this barracks and get on our way here, because I don't want this video to be too long. I want to get this short and sweet, and since hopefully we won't have the horrible video clipping. Oh my God, guys, I'm so glad I didn't decide to upload that video. I know Fraps is kind of an old program, but you're just gonna have to stare at that ugly 30 in the top left corner. Yeah, now you're not gonna be able to see anything else, are you? This is okay, so we have the posts of a bridge. And as soon as I'm done building these grunts, you're going to see the industriousness of humans. They really build when they're in the mood to. God, I've got so many guys on lumber. I'm so into my macro on this game, this tutorial. I don't want to mess it up. Okay, now we got this guy, and you're gonna build an orc burrow. Yes, I know we need more gold, lad. Sorry, I should be talking to them in their native tongue. We need more gold! Yeah, no, come on. Yeah, we're almost there. Okay, just stared at that peon doing nothing for about 15 seconds. I apologize for how boring this video is already. Okay, as you can see, we're building up here. We've got our orcs on the way. And I just want to talk about what else we might be doing on this channel. Any suggestions that you guys want to leave in the comments is more than welcome. I know that this is going to be a rather sketchy and questionable first video, but you know, you got to start producing something. You put it out there, see what happens. Write a crappy novel. You're not going to write the great American novel until you've penned a few stinkers. And this is my stinker to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is how much you mean to me. I'm willing to show you how much I stink. And I feel it's important for our relationship. I wouldn't want you thinking that you are any less important than deserving of my stinkers. And Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you all got all the gifts you wanted. I got some really cool gifts this year, and frankly, I didn't deserve any of them. I have not control grouped my barracks, so we're going to have to keep coming back there. Yeah, just you put it on Thrall right there. Thrall loves his wood, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not forget. Alright, so I hope you all got great gifts. Let's see, what did I get today? I got an old used laptop that my mom gave to me, which had 13 gigabytes in the recycle bin. It was running so slow, and I looked her in the eye and said, okay, you erased everything on this computer, but, God, there goes my wordsing. You erased everything off the computer, but it's running awfully slowly. Did you run Fraps? I mean, God, run Fraps. My brain is everywhere. Did you run recycle bin? And they had no idea. She didn't even know what a recycle bin was. So I looked at the recycle bin. There was 13 gigabytes of stuff in there. So it took about another 10 minutes for it to empty that. But it's for school. And this coming semester is just going to be me bringing you guys awful videos and focusing on schoolwork. Expect a lot of bitching about school in my coming up videos. Okay, so Thrall's saying they think they captured Grom Hellscream. They've got him hanging in a cage because that's how they roll. And we got the human forces here. Oh God, they're so blue and I'm so red. Perfect little yin-yang thing going on. Got too many guys banging on one guy. So many wrong things in this video. Okay, we got our 5th orc. We're going to charge off. And did you see how fast they built that bridge? If humans wanted to, they could take over the world. But they're too busy imprisoning people unjustly. But it's not really unjustly, let's be honest. I know we got some Horde fanboys out there who can be like, the Alliance locked us in the prisons for years. It's like, yeah, but you kind of did wreck their house. It's like a poor guest getting angry at you that, or, you know, just someone who got angry that you are upset at them for their behavior. And you're like, well, you behaved that way. I know it was the demons, but come on. I'm not going to invite a drug addict back in my house after he wrecks my place. I'm going to, no, thank you. I don't care if it was the drugs, man. Don't take a hit at demon if you can't hold your demon. Oh, and a really cool thing here, I've been watching Husky play through Warcraft 3, and by the way, if you guys haven't seen that, go look up Husky Warcraft 3. Phenomenal playthrough, and much more entertaining than this. But the one thing he hasn't done, and it's so painful to watch him sometimes, he doesn't know about this. Alright, just keep click on me, yes, oh, feels good, no! And he went off prematurely. We got another orc following us, and I'm not keeping up with my macro, because I'm awful at this game. That's going to be really fun. Watch, just getting the feedback and people telling me what I should have done. Because I consider myself relatively good at this game, but I don't play the game itself. I was always more into the custom maps. So some areas of my knowledge are lacking, and I welcome all of your criticisms and yelling and hate. Look at the beautiful fountain, and we're just going to kill everyone. was a pretty idyllic setting. And we're just here on sort of a kill mission. Oh, and the narrator's still giving me stuff. All available upgrade. Oh, I haven't been doing upgrades. God, see, I told you. I'm just... Alright, control room that. See, this is sad. I haven't played any Warcraft 3 in so long, and I just got it as a gift, so I'm looking forward to recording these videos for you guys. By the way, let me know if there's any other video games that you know of that you'd love me to see, because I will spend money on them to bring you guys that entertainment. I don't care how hard they are. I heard something about Dwarf Fortress, and I looked into it. It looks insane, but I can't even understand the beginning screen. Oh, I got a shaman. I can't even understand the beginning screen, much less the rest of the game. It's just pixels and words and odd shapes, but I hear that game is hilarious. Like, it just kills you for fun. And God, these dwarves they must have bullets in their ears if they couldn't hear me murdering their buddy. They're like, oh, look at that! Quite a good shot there, laddie. Oh, that's quite. Look at the groupings of arrows that we've shot out of our gun. I don't know what this accent is. Usually I'm decent at them, but not proving to be so today. We're under attack! I love that voice because it's almost like he doesn't understand that I know we're under attack. Like, I saw those guys. I told you to go hit them. It's like, we started a fight! Yeah, I know we started a fight, okay? I was there. I'm the commander. I'm the war chief, dude. Just calm down. You're overreacting. Oh, here we go. And knights. And these knights bring up... These poor guys are going to get overrun. But it does bring up a point I want to mention. Is that in Azeroth Wars, the upgrades go ridiculously high. For example, in this game, you can only upgrade your unit's attack or defense 3 times. Which is fine, but in Azeroth Wars it goes up to 8 times. Now that's important because it means that those upgrades get really expensive really quickly. I'm going to sit out here while I explain these to you guys. Ooh, is there a secret? I'll explain this to you guys. So it goes up 8 times and they get extremely expensive. So you have to ask yourself, do I want to spend 800 gold and 600 lumber on that 7th upgrade for my attack, or do I want to build another 100 units? Do I want the units I have to hit harder, or do I just need more of them? And it all depends on whether or not you are actively active. God, I love that word. If you're fighting in open areas, or what your playstyle is. For example, I prefer using smaller groups of stronger units, well-balanced groups. So, you got one group of melee, one group of ranged, one group of healers. I love playing humans in that game. They're so great. Everyone thinks they're so bland, but they're great if you understand that basic units don't suck. You just need to know how to play. Oh, I'm going to drop this injured guy out of the group, because for the Horde, I'm not going to lose anyone. I'm going to hang out here with the shamans and their crappy armor. Oh, I'm under attack. Oh, God, no. I'm not done talking to you guys yet. So I prefer the smaller group in choke points, and if those knights had been smart enough to just back up into the trees, or they could have just hung out right there, 1, 2, and if I hadn't flanked, they could have taken on an unlimited number of my grunts just because they're stronger. So that brings up a good point in that game that I like to address, which is the idea of always picking your battlefield correctly. Sometimes you lose, not because the game's overpowered, just because you're not using common sense. You don't throw away units. You fight with your strengths. It's something a lot of people on the internet don't get. They're like, oh, it's not the way I want it to be. And, oh God, no, not the shaman! Okay, I don't get this. These shaman take so much damage, and granted they are only wearing bearskin rugs and fur, but they are... Oh! They're more armored than the rest of the orcs. Look at that. These guys are bare chesting it. They're so manly. They're like, I only need to protect my heart and left shoulder, because that's the most important thing. Cut me up. I don't care. I like scars. Just hit me anywhere you want. Look, even Grom's doing it. I want a leather harness, a shoulder pad, and pants. He's got pants. Thrall is armored head to toe. He knows what it takes to be a war chief. War chief? War chief. War chief. And Grom just wants to look cool. He's purple pimping it up over there. He can't hang out in the red like everyone else. See all the other grunts. They're bros. They're bare chesting it. So in this tutorial, we've established that the prophet's kind of creepy. He's always watching you. He's like Santa. Happy holidays. And that Thrall loves wood and bare-chested men. Thank you all for joining me, and I just want to say I appreciate it. Hopefully more videos to come up in the next few days if Fraps functions with those videos that I mentioned. God, look at that. Dude, if I had arms like that, I would just... And the chest. His back bulges in a really concerning way. But if I look like that, I wouldn't wear a shirt either. I'd just wear a girdle to hide my belly and carry a weapon, of course, because anyone makes fun of you, you just chop their head off. So thank you all, and this video is going to end now. I appreciate all of you showing up, and any feedback in the comments is welcome. Happy holidays, guys.